What's going on, YouTube? This is the Out the Beer Flame. So the other day when I was streaming, I had someone ask me, Flame, what is your gaming background story? Like, how did you start, and how did you come to the point that you are today? So during the stream, I basically just for 12 minutes, kind of explained my entire Halo career or gaming career as much as I could, and that's what you guys are going to see today. So I hope you all enjoy this video. If you do, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and as always, this is the Out the Beer Flame. See you guys later. Peace. I've pretty much already told this a few times, but I mean, obviously there might be new people in here watching, and there might just be some people who've never heard it before. So I will gladly tell you. So I started playing. I picked up an Xbox, or I had an Xbox, and was playing basically Fable and fun games like that when the Xbox was originally out. And when Halo 2 came out, I believe in '04, I picked up Halo 1 and Halo 2. I immediately played the Halo 1 campaign because I was one of those. I'm pretty much a sequential type of person. I go through procedures, right? Like I do what step one before doing step two. Like I don't really skip steps when I do things. So obviously Halo 1 came out before Halo 2. So I played Halo 1's campaign, and that's all you really could do with the game unless you had people over your house to land it. And I beat that campaign, and then I went into Halo 2, and then I played that campaign, beat it. And obviously Halo 2 was the launch of the Xbox Live whole program, the whole system thing. And after beating the campaign on Halo 2, jumped on Xbox Live, made my gamer tag Flamesword 25. That was my first ever gamer tag. And unfortunately, I fell for one of those traps where it's like enter your email and info to get free Microsoft points when Halo 3 came out. And I lost that gamer tag. But besides that, I was playing Halo 2. I was a big pub guy, just playing Team Slayer, Team Hardcore, always playing pubs and stuff. And then one day we beat this group of guys in the in pubs. And like, oh, you guys suck, man. It was SMG start, man. You guys freaking would get pwned in MLG. And I'm like, what is MLG? I've never even heard of that. Is that like a game mode or something? And like, wow, dude, you're such a noob, man. You don't even know what MLG is. Psh, what a noob. And like just getting shit talked on. And we just beat the shit out of these kids in the pub. So I was like, these guys are delusional. So immediately we play MLG Customs Team Slayer on Lockout. This was my first ever MLG game. Was a custom game on Lockout versus these four clowns who were just shit talking, and against me and my guys who apparently my guys knew what MLG was, but I had no idea what it was. Jump into a custom game with them all, give them the smackdown real quick, and then they boot us after game one because they're like, wow, these guys are just better than us, right? Like we're gonna boot them now because we have that authority because we're hosts, and that's usually what happens. So then from there, I started like searching more about MLG, hearing that there are people that were like making six figures from playing MLG at the time. Final Boss supposedly or had a $1 million contract between all four of them, so they each were supposed to be making 250,000 from what all the articles said and stuff like that. So I was like, I was a junior at the time too, and I was like, well, I made the freshman basketball team, I made the JV basketball team my sophomore year, and I could play basketball again, but I'm 5'7", right? My height right now is 5'7", 5'8". And I was immediately like, I'm not going pro at all in basketball. Like, there's just no way. Like, I'm not going to be the next Nate Robinson, Muggsy Bones. I just can't. Like, and thinking about it now, maybe if I had the kind of determination and physical ability of training that I do now, it was possible. But I still think that would have been one of the hardest things for me to accomplish is to go become a professional basketball player, just with all the crazy talent that is out there. And so I was still a competitive person. And I heard about, play these MLG customs, learn about these guys making six figures. And I was like, wow, this is like a dream job, right? Like if I could play video games all day and make that kind of money for something I love, then I'm going to do that. And so I hopped into the world of MLG tournaments, went to my first tournament in '07 Meadowlands because my parents thought that if I went to events, right? Like I only got to go to this '07 Meadowlands event because it was in New Jersey. My parents thought going to all other tournaments and traveling the world that there would be people who molest like gamers at events, right? Like I'm sure most of you all experience that with your parents, where they say, "You don't know who's out there. There could be someone who wants to molest you, pull down your pants, and like just do bad things to you." And I'm like in my head, like, mom, dad. It's literally a bunch of other kids like me sitting down, probably didn't shower for a day because they just want to play video games for that entire weekend, and just BO all over the place. Like, there's no one who's going to molest anyone at an event. Like, that's the last thing going to happen. I don't think someone who is into molesting little kids would even go to a gaming event, man. There's just too many gamers that we would just mob up on them and we'd take them out. Like, they wouldn't stand a chance. So, went to '07 Meadowlands, placed I think I made 5th round FFA and then 4th round 4v4s, and from that, from that, you know, I got kind of hooked on it, and I couldn't travel. And then Halo 3 came out after 3 more events in the Halo 2 season of MLG of '07, I believe, and then '08 came out. And the first event was Meadowlands, and I played semi-pro because I got to go again. And from there, I was like, I was working in I worked during high school for like 3 or 4 months. Built $550 in my bank account, and then started going to events on my own dollar. And oh shit. And then from there, started traveling and going to '08 events. And I made it to 3 of them before all my pennies were pretty much exhausted. And I was only placing semi-pro. I was placing, placed 18th my first event. Oh shit, God, 18th my first event at '08 Meadowlands, and then like 19th and then 20th, I believe. And I was always at the time kind of like the best player on my team, it seemed. Oh shit. So I was always kind of like the best player on my team, but I was always the dude that was always like, nah, man, like I'm gonna stick with these guys and just keep getting better and better, right? Like that was my whole mentality on what a team was, is just people that stuck together, played with one another, and got better and better together as a group, right? Like that's what a team was. Like when I watched sports, oh, this guy's gonna kill me. When I watched sports, it was always the same team for a season, right? Like the Eagles would have the same starting for the most part. And I'm an Eagles fan. That's why I brought up the Eagles. And teams would always have initially your same starters, right? Is what I always noticed. And so to me, that was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, dude. God darn it, man. There's people all over. And so I would always try to stick to the other people, and then people on my team that would kind of be like, all right, let's swap people, let's swap people. So I had a few different teammates. 3 always stood the same going into. Ooh, oh, that thing's gonna kill me. Always had the same teammates. Like my first event was Meadowlands. After that was San Diego, and one of my teammates was from the Cayman Islands, and so he couldn't go to the event in San Diego, so we had to pick up somebody else for him. And then that happened. And then the next event still stuck with one of my teammates from the San Diego event, and he was also part of the Meadowlands event. And then this time the Cayman Islands guy came back, but yeah, we had a different force. So one of our other guys decided to, or we ended up, ooh, double kill, baby. Ended up not team. Ooh, shit. Ooh, a quick ass nade. What's up? Want this hot hands? And so then at the 3rd event, pretty much my money was exhausted. $550 kind of won't get you that far, especially when you're traveling from New Jersey to San Diego, New Jersey to Florida. And ended up getting pretty lucky in Orlando that I met one of these players that I used to play Halo 2 with all the time, called Joe Fries, and talked to, just, you know, hung out with them. Their family kind of always knew of me because Joe Fries talked about me. And I told them that this was probably my last event. It was fun, you know, like I'll probably still obviously continue playing, but I just can't make it to any more events, most likely. So from there, Mr. P was like, my son's playing, you know, he just placed this with these guys, like he's good, man. And if he has someone like you teach him how to play, man, there's no way you guys won't be good. So I ended up getting sponsored by them. You know, they decided to pretty much cover me to the events. I teamed with their son, and their son became incredible, right? Like, their son and I did incredible things. Picked up Ace, picked up Strong Side. That was the famous team in 2009. We played 7-7, and then me, Ace, and Todd stood together. And then at the end of the year, he got a great opportunity and got the team of Final Boss, which is incredible because I haven't even teamed with Ogre 2 yet. Oh, you're done, kid. And he got the team of Ogre 2 for the, oh, don't come out, don't come out, don't come out, don't come out. He got the team of Ogre 2 in 2010, and then that's when that famous Status Quo team was made up, if you guys know about those guys. Oh, fall down, boy. Nice. No, oh, shit. Screw me. And that's when that famous Status Quo team was made, and then we placed 4th, and Tots even went on to do incredible things. And obviously for me placing 7th and getting pro stipends, finally being a pro, you know, I was able to build up another bank account, right, and enough money to pay for my own travels and stuff. And then basically in 2010, when we started placing really well. Oh, you don't want this. You don't want these hot hands, boy. Oh shit. You know, I was able to build up a bank account, get sponsors to help with travel, airfare, and all that stuff. Hotel. Okay, I gotta put the team on my back here. Oh god, we're down by that much. Oh, shit. Where are these nades coming from? Where are these nades coming from? What are you guys doing? Oh my god. Jesus. How many kills do I need to get? And so from there, 2010, I start placing incredibly, right? I'm now consistently in the top 8. We go 4th, 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 7th, 2nd for Nationals. The year after that, going into 2011, Red Bull decides to pick up our entire team. So now travel becomes even easier because, you know, they pretty much have our back. They give us wings, and we go from event to event. And we get these great, crazy new opportunities because for an entire year in 2010, we stuck with the same team, which was myself, Ace, and Assault, who are now on the Optic Halo team, and Enable, who's playing Call of Duty and doing great things over there with some other Halo guys like Formo, who's now on the Optic team. And from there, we stuck together. And, you know, we were pretty down that we got 2nd at Nationals in 2010, but then we just got picked up by Red Bull. So, you know, we were pumped. We were ecstatic. So going into 2011, new game, Halo Reach, you know, we started off shaky, like in online scrims. We were really getting beat a lot, and we found out later it was just because it was online stuff. And we go to the first event, we lose our first match, but then we come back, and then we just dominate. We win the first event, and you know it's a huge staple point in our careers. We just got picked up by Red Bull. We win immediately as we get picked up by them. They're happy with the performance that we got. You know, it's always seen from my history of keeping an eye on them that they always kind of capture people just before they win, right? Like they kind of somehow always like have this gut feeling. I think this team's finally gonna crack it, right? Like this team's finally gonna go big, and they took a shot by picking us all up, and then from there we end up just freaking dominating, just dominating the competition. And then we won the first event. We placed 7th the next one because we won that event, and we are like, oh, we're just too good. And we got a little cocky, and that's something that will never happen to me again. And then from there we placed 2nd, and then 5th, and then I think 4th one time, and then 7th again at Nationals. So then we split up, and then there was one more Halo Reach, No Blue, No Sprint. Me and Enable parted ways with Ace because Assault left the team and went to go team someone else. And then me and Enable parted ways with Ace and Team World 2 and Snakebite and dominated the first No Bloom, or the last in the first No Bloom, No Reach tournament. And dominated. So there is my entire crazy story of gaming. I hope you guys kind of enjoy that, how I started my kind of whole career.